Lanique, your intuitive tarot reader, and I'm here with your January 2nd, 2019 daily tarot reading. In this reading, I'll be doing an energy forecast as normal for the day. So let's get right into what the cards have for us on January 2nd, 2020. What does the second day of the year want us to know? Ooh. Let's pull one more card. Interesting. All right. So we have the Three of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands. And we have the Eight of Swords. Ooh. Don't think about it too much today. Don't think about it too much. And for all of us, that will be different. Okay, anything we keep trying to think and confuse ourselves into this spiral of BS, it's just not going to work today. It's not the day where things are logically going to make sense. It's not the day to where you can think about why your relationship went the way that it did. It's just not that energy. Because the more you think and ponder on things today, the worse it gets. And I'll explain. The first card we have is the Three of Swords, all right? And the Three of Swords is the card when people ask me questions like, will our relationship work out? Will he be the man I marry? Is this the relationship for me? Whatever it might be. This is when, as a reader, it's hard to tell a person something opposite of what they want to hear. And as a reader, you have to be honest with people based off the energy. And give them of course, the advice to manipulate the situation, need be. But the Three of Swords is the no. Today is not the day to go back and forth with why your first love left or why your first marriage didn't work. The Three of Swords can really be a heartbreaking energy if you allow it to be. But the thing about the Three of Swords is, like one of my friends always says, you have to realize that when things hurt in life, the pain is over and now the healing process can begin. But this isn't the day to where I would take, let's say you're in a new relationship. I wouldn't necessarily take the words that they say for face value. Well, I guess, should you take it for face value? Basically, what I'm trying to get at is, words can cut, and somebody might say something to you that could really hurt your feelings, but it's all about what you do with it. Also, like I was saying before, if this is somebody expressing to me how they feel and how we need to be in a relationship right now, this is the day where I would be like, well, yes, I love you also. I couldn't agree more. Let's give it some time. Let's see how things go. We have forever to be together. I don't want to be with anyone but you. But today wouldn't be the day I would get in it, Because the Three of Swords is a heartbreaking card. It comes in when we think about our sorrow over and over again, how much better things could be or how much better my love life could be or whatever it might be. And this is saying, understand your healing process has already begun. Start pulling each one of these swords out, whether it's a stressful job or children who are driving you crazy or a relationship that doesn't work. Just release all of those thoughts and don't let anybody rain on your parade. Okay, now we get to the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is the communication card. It's the card of travel. It's the card of moving forward. I just think this is emphasizing people who are caught up in things that they don't truly feel passionate about and or love. I was having this conversation with my daughter the other day about her truth and my truth and how sometimes what we want to be the truth of maybe our children or vice versa is not what it is. We only can speak our own truth and move authentically from that place. We can't people please. We can't put ourselves in tangle ourselves in knots to please other people or to make certain scenarios that are not our reality true. Okay, it's just better to be honest about what it is that you need and move on from any situations that present themselves to be hurtful. It doesn't help to keep picking at a wound or a cut or a heartbreak or going back and wondering why does my love life suck so bad? Why doesn't anybody want me? Why can't I communicate in the way that I want to? And it's because you need to move past all of these things. Now, with the Eight of Wands being present, this gives us a pretty high energy day. The Eight of Wands, it moves everything. It gets the communication in. If you've been wondering what the relationship is all about, you'll definitely know today. If you've been wondering, should I move to a different state or a different city? Yes, you should. The Eight of Wands says if something like that comes up as far as moving on or opening up maybe an uncomfortable conversation, but you need to in order to heal, do it. It might not, if you think on it too much, it might be painful. But if you just push forward and find the confidence to do what needs to get done today, you can really you can make this a beautiful, beautiful day. And I'm not saying that it might not start off a bit sluggish, but if you watch this reading and you take the advice of getting your day started with maybe a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and pepping yourself up and getting ready for this. A lot of times I find with some cards that are negative, you can dodge them. Now, other people might call you with their problems on this day, or they might be going through this, but at least you know that the answer is always to move forward. I can't say stuck in this. Now, this is the Eight of Swords in reverse. Which, if you take the advice of the Eight of Wands and communicate to the world, communicate to your higher self, your higher power. I'm making this year like nothing before. Yes, I know that we have to forgive and forget, and sometimes I have a hard time forgetting, but I will find the fire in me and the passion between my connection with my higher self and or God to push me through anything that needs to get going. Because staying stagnant and allowing myself to just bleed out is not going to help. All right, now we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. And the Eight of Swords is saying sometimes we allow ourselves to feel so helpless. I'm stuck in this city. I'm stuck in this job. I'm stuck in the relationship. You're never stuck in anything. You have to change your perspective, and it might be moving to a place that has greener pastures or more financial opportunity for you or better jobs. But this is not a time to get trapped in your thoughts. I can't escape. Why did my life turn out like this? Why did my parents turn out the way that they turned out? Everybody has a story, and everybody has a sad part of the story. But today, if you speak out, and that's another thing, you don't have to be ashamed of your pain today. You don't have to be ashamed of the heartbreak that you have dealt with, or maybe some of the realizations that came out maybe on the first, like, oh my God. You just have to figure out, well, where can I move forward from here? I might not have it all figured out, but where can I move forward? What is the next step forward? Because it's not beating myself up about what I should have done. It's not about going back to an old lover just out of to make a comfortable situation out of something that is ultimately going to be uncomfortable all over again. Eight of Swords in reverse. You can come out of this. You can definitely move out of this. Get out in nature. Take a drive, okay, with Eight of Wands. Talk to someone. Stop bottling up how you feel. It's too many people out here who want to help you. Whether it's a reader or whether it's a psychologist or whether it's a therapist. Talk to someone today about the things that come up. And or you might be the one someone else is talking to. Let's see if we have any other messages that need to come through. What should be our overall lesson of the day? What is our overall lesson of the day? January 2nd. What is the lesson? Six of Cups. Ooh. So the Six of Cups is saying when you stay in an energy frequency of love, and when you find yourself looking at things from a more playful perspective. And I know sometimes it's hard to laugh at our pain, but comedians do it all the time. Kevin Hart made a whole little series about it, okay? Or stand up. And sometimes when you can laugh at the things that have been horrible and look at it from a childish perspective or talk to a child. I'm not saying tell the child everything that's going on, but you'd be surprised the inspiration children can give you or someone younger than you. For some of you, this will be talking to a twin flame or like a soulmate. But children are the answer. Finding that beauty, that purity, and the innocence is what's going to help us today. And it might be going down memory lane, but in a positive way. Listen to an old song that always makes you just feel good. Call up an old friend. This is a day to where not negatively living in the past, but finding the positive and the happiness that you once had, finding a way to get it back. And even though I know I said that this is not the best love day, it will be for the people who are meant to be with one another. This is what's crazy. It's like the relationships that are not meant to be and that are not strong and not, for you, they will show you, and spirit and God will help you have the courage and the energy to move forward. But the relationships that are meant to be, they are soulmates, they are past life lovers. So they've learned the karma of, oh, let me not say that this time. Now, you might not remember your past life or remember all the details of a past life love, and for some of you all, this can be a friend, this can be a dog, this can be a child. Soulmate relationships don't have to just strictly be romantic. But something from the past is creeping up today. And let it be something positive. Or look at how much I've grown from my pain. Look at how strong I am now to where I can heal others by looking at my situation, yes, evaluating it just a bit, and then using the passions I have in life, like helping other people or showing them their passions or being an example for someone younger than me or someone in a worse position. This is actually going to be a really, really positive day. It's a matter of what do you want to embody yourself with, or like what do you want to submerge yourself with? This beautiful energy of the Six of Wands. Ooh, travel where you've always wanted to go. Be in a relationship that you've always wanted to be in. Connect with your higher energy like you always have wanted to do, with the throat chakra stating it, saying it. Solar plexus, forgiveness is the answer today. Or do you want to feel this energy? All this grayness and sorrow and why me? That's just, those days, they suck. They really, really suck when you do that to yourself. And we all do it. Hell, I do it too, But that's why we do these readings, so that we can figure out what is working for us. Cancer and Scorpio energy is actually working for us. If you have a Cancer or Scorpio friend, you might want to talk to them today. And or maybe a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, okay? Can really pull you up. Don't try to take on too much, all right? So hope you all have a beautiful day. Hope that you're able to make the most of these messages. And if you ever need to get a private reading with me, you can do so by emailing me at crystalneath@gmail.com. And I will see you later.